Welcome to our Exposed Lotto video about Lotto pairs strategy. If you've always wanted to master the Lotto pairs strategy, you've come to the right place. Watch on to discover how you can increase your chances of winning by playing the same 4 numbers consistently. You'll also discover how to use positional tracking and frequency analysis charts. But before we get into those, let's take a closer look at the pairs strategy in general. This is a common question that many newbie Lotto players ask themselves. After all, it seems logical that if you play the same 4 numbers over and over again, your odds of winning would eventually increase. The pairs strategy is based on the concept of wheeling. Wheeling is simply a system where you select a group of numbers and then play them in different combinations. For example, let's say you want to wheel the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. You would then play those numbers in different combinations such as 1 2 3 4, 1 2 4 3, 1 3 4 2, 2 3 4 1, 2 4 1 3, and so on. As you can see, there are a lot of different combinations that you can play. The idea behind wheeling is that it increases your chances of winning because it essentially covers more ground. The more combinations you play, the better your chances of hitting the jackpot. Of course, this also means that you'll have to spend more money on tickets. But if you're serious about winning the lottery, it's a small price to pay. Now, let's take a look at how you can use the pairs strategy to your advantage. First, you need to select 4 numbers that you're going to play consistently. These can be any numbers that you want, but it's always a good idea to choose numbers that have some personal significance to you. For example, you could choose your birth date, your anniversary, or the day of your first child's birth. Once you've selected your numbers, it's time to start playing them consistently. This means buying a ticket for every drawing that takes place. Of course, this can get expensive. But remember, the more tickets you buy, the better your chances of winning. It's also a good idea to keep track of the numbers that are being drawn. This way, you can start to see patterns emerge. For example, if the same 4 numbers seem to be coming up more often than others, it's a good idea to start playing them more often. On the other hand, if a certain number hasn't been drawn in a while, it might be time to cut it out of your lineup. Getting the same 4 numbers to show up with a high frequency. Getting the same 4 numbers to show up in Lotto pairs is possible but not guaranteed. The frequency of winning quadruplet combinations is low, but the numbers may vary slightly from pair to pair. For example, an 8 and a 10 combination is more common than an 8 and 10 combination. The odds of quadruplet combinations are even lower. In less than 1% of drawings, the same 4 numbers will show up in a winning pair. Using a frequency analysis chart. Using a frequency analysis chart to determine the best Lotto pairs is similar to positional tracking, but there are a few differences. Frequency analysis charts should be based on 50 to 100 draws in order to produce meaningful trends. The advantage of using this strategy is that it helps you select a wider number spread because you will be betting on both odd and even numbers. However, this method is not guaranteed to produce a profit, as lottery operators try to make every draw as random as possible. This strategy is based on calculating the frequency of 2 or more numbers occurring together in a winning draw. The highest frequencies for each number make up the top 25% of all combinations. When these numbers appear together in a winning combination, the odds of winning the jackpot increase dramatically. This strategy requires patience and persistence, but it can be rewarding and profitable if done correctly. It can be used with any Lotto game. Using positional tracking. Using positional tracking in Lotto pairs is a way to find the probability of winning a particular number. This strategy is more complex than simple frequency analysis. It involves tracking previous results to find trends in the number positions. Using positional tracking requires a spreadsheet or dedicated software to do the analysis properly. However, it does offer some advantages. For example, positional tracking helps predict which numbers are most likely to be drawn next in a lottery. When using positional tracking, you need to look at both the winning numbers and the losing numbers. The idea is to find patterns in the way the numbers are drawn. You can then use these patterns to predict which numbers are most likely to be drawn next. This strategy is not 100% accurate, but it can give you an edge over other players. Another way to use positional tracking is to find hot and cold numbers. Hot numbers are those that have been drawn more frequently than average. Cold numbers are those that have been drawn less frequently than average. You can use this information to help you choose which numbers to bet on. Positional tracking is a complex strategy, but it can be very effective if used correctly. It can be used with any Lotto game. Frequency analysis and positional tracking are two of the most popular Lotto pairs strategies. They are both based on statistical analysis and offer different advantages. Choose the one that best suits your style of play and persistency. Good luck. Conclusion. The Lotto pairs strategy is a great way to increase your chances of winning. However, it's important to understand that there is no guaranteed way to win the lottery. The best you can do is to use a combination of strategies to give yourself the best chance of success. Try out different methods and see which one works best for you. Good luck. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.